But the big breaking news at the moment, all eyes now on Patna, where 5 days after Nitish Kumar had that stupendous victory in the Bihar election, the NDA had a stupendous victory. Nitish Kumar is set to be sworn in as the new chief minister or the chief minister for the 10th record time of the NDA. All the top BJP leaders will attend, including Prime Minister Modi and Home Minister Shah and the NDA chief ministers. But the story coming out is that the BJP has decided to retain its two deputy chief minister nominees from the previous government, Samrat, Chaudhary and Vijay Sinha. We're also being told that Chirag Paswan's plea for a deputy chief minister for his Lok Janshakti party has been rejected. And while that oath-taking ceremony will take place at the Gandhi Maidan tomorrow, all eyes now will be on the portfolios that are distributed. For now, it is Nitish Kumar who once again is showing Bihar ki majburi hai, Nitish Kumar zaruri hai. Joining me now is Rohit Singh. Rohit, there was much talk yesterday over the possibility of squabbles between the allies. Chirag Paswan wanting a deputy chief minister post. JDU insisting that the home ministry would be kept with the party. Has everything been smoothened out? How is this portfolio distribution going to work out?
Well, see, it was almost certain that Nitish Kumar will not part with the home department, which he has been holding for the last 20 years. And the BJP also wanted that they should have two deputy chief ministers from their quota. So that was basically a bargain that Nitish Kumar continues to hold the home department, and the BJP has two deputy chief ministers working under him. As far as Chirag Paswan that you were naming, yes, Chirag Paswan, what we learn is that also wanted that based on some numbers that he has got 19 MLAs, that he was demanding a deputy CM post, but just because he did not have adequate numbers with him, that is why he obviously could not pressurize the BJP much to get the deputy CM post. So finally, what we are learning, Rajdeep, is that the BJP this time has now decided to focus more on continuity rather than making any changes. Nitish Kumar remains the CM at the helm of affairs with his two deputy chief ministers also in continuation, Samrat Chaudhary and Vijay Sinha. Back to you.
Right. Okay, so what you're saying, I think it's an important point Rohit Singh is making. This is going to be about continuity rather than change. Despite his ill health, Nitish Kumar will continue as chief minister. They see this as a mandate for him. And the BJP also has decided not to rock the boat when it comes to deputy chief minister. So Bihar is getting more of the same after that big victory that Nitish Kumar scored there. Okay, let me move on to my special focus tonight and a special investigation, because the probe committee set up by the Maharashtra government to look at a Pune land deal worth several hundred crores has found that it was the sub-registrar and two others who were responsible for a land deal wherein clearly the land was undervalued and stamp paper prices were also not paid as per market value. But guess what? The man at the center of it all, the Deputy Chief Minister Ajit Pawar's son, Parth Pawar, has not been named in the inquiry report. But India Today has done a special investigation which shows very clearly that it was Parth Pawar's company which he owed 99% of, which was at the heart of the land transaction in Pune. And yes, even the address of this company is that of the residence of the Deputy Chief Minister. The opposition is claiming this is washing machine politics because Ajit Pawar has switched and joined hands with the BJP. What is the reality? Take a look at tonight's special report.
40 acres of government land in Mundwa on the outskirts of Pune, worth 1800 crore rupees. Sold for just 295 crore rupees, paying only 500 rupees in stamp duty and 30,000 as the registration fee. The buyer, Amadia Enterprises, co-owned by Maharashtra Deputy CM Ajit Pawar's son, Parth Pawar. As details of the Mundwa land deal became public, protesters hit the streets, forcing the Devendra Fadnavis government to order a probe. A 5-member committee headed by IG Registration Rajendra Muthe has now submitted its report on the land deal executed on the 20th of May. The probe indicts suspended sub-registrar Ravindra Taru, seller Sheetal Tejwani, and Digvijay Amar Singh Patil of Amadia Enterprises LLP. But it's the missing name that has raised eyebrows. The investigation is totally silent on Parth Pawar, virtually giving him a clean chit. Sources close to the investigation claim that Parth Pawar was not covered under the probe as he is not a signatory to the Mundwa land agreement. But why? An India Today investigation reveals undeniable links between Parth Pawar and the company that bought the land. Parth Pawar and Digvijay Amar Singh Patil, who signed the sale deed for the land, are partners in Amadia Enterprises and Amadia Holdings. Amadia Holdings, the parent company, was formed with a capital of 1 lakh rupees. Parth Pawar invested 99,000 rupees and Digvijay Amar Singh Patil invested 1,000 rupees. Here is another document from Amadia Enterprises authorizing Digvijay Patil to apply for registration with the District Industries Centre for setting up an IT park, signed by both partners Parth Pawar and Digvijay Patil. The Mundwa land was purchased for exactly this purpose, setting up an IT park. And finally, the company itself is registered at Vijay Bungalow, Deputy CM Ajit Pawar's residence in Pune.
Address provided by Parth Pawar to the registration office was located at the Shivaji Nagar. You can clearly see it's a residential address of Parth Pawar. Even the Ajit Pawar has been living here since 20 years. And after that, this Vijay Bungalow, the address of this bungalow is provided by the Parth Pawar to the registrar office. And now it is very crystal clear that the Amadia company was registered on the residential address of Mr. Pawar family.
नहीं वो तो होगा ही ना.
Anti-corruption activists say that Parth Pawar's role in the deal cannot be ignored.
At the moment, non-inclusion of Parth Ajit Pawar's name in the report submitted by Muthe committee clearly shows that Maharashtra government is trying to shield the son of Ajit Pawar, because if he was not Parth Ajit Pawar, I'm sure he would have been implicated long back.
मुठे समिति थी, उन्होंने आज रिपोर्ट दिया है और उस रिपोर्ट में साफ-साफ लिखा है, ऊपर से ऐसे लगता है कि उस रिपोर्ट में पार्थ पवार को क्लीन चिट दिए. इसमें और एक बड़ी बात तो इस कमेटी के रिपोर्ट से सामने आई है कि ये जो ज़मीन थी उसको मूवेबल प्रॉपर्टी समझ के एंट्री कर दी है, जो कि बिल्कुल ही गलत और स्कैम है. तो ये सारी चीज़ें पार्थ पवार को कहीं ना कहीं मुसीबत में ला सकती है.
A 6-member committee headed by the Additional Chief Secretary of Revenue Department will now examine the case further.
While submitting report to the Revenue Department, Deputy Registrar of Pune has clearly mentioned that he found irregularities in the documents submitted by the Amadia company to the Registrar Office. After submitting the report, balance sheet shows that almost 67 lakhs were withdrawn by the Parth Pawar as a salary and 53,000 withdrawn by the Digvijay Patil, same as a salary. Interesting thing is, sale deed was signed by Sheetal Tejwani and again the partner of Parth Pawar, Digvijay Patil. But while submitting the report, one question remains unanswered. How Parth Pawar was holding 99% share of the company, and how is his name is still missing in this whole report? With camera person Gopal Harne, this is Omkar Wable, India Today, Pune.
Okay, that India Today investigation is raising several big questions. Is the son of the Deputy Chief Minister of Maharashtra, Parth Pawar, being shielded in this big land scam, if it is to be called a scam, because of the undervaluation of the property? 1,800 crore property was to be sold for 300 crores. Is there a political shadow now hanging over this entire land probe? Is the opposition right in calling it washing machine politics? These are some of the questions that we are going to raise tonight. Joining me now, Anish Gawande, spokesperson NCP Sharad Pawar, Anjali Damania, anti-corruption activist who's among those who exposed this, and Suraj Sawan, spokesperson NCP Ajit Pawar. I want to come to you, Anjali Damania, first. If you've seen our investigation, it makes it very clear that there are very strong links between Parth Pawar and this entire land deal. 99% of the company which was to buy the land as part of an LLP was owned by Parth Pawar. The address given also of this company is Ajit Pawar's residence. Do you believe that is sufficient reason for Ajit Pawar's son to have been named in this deal? Because according to the officials, because Parth Pawar's name is not there in any documents, therefore they have not named him in their inquiry report and given him some kind of a clean chit. He's not named in any document.
Yeah, sure, Rajdeep. The point is that there is this company called Amedia Enterprises LLP. So when I downloaded their documents, I found that 99%, as you said, were held by Parth Pawar and 1% by Vijay Patil. But interestingly, this company does not have any revenue from operations, no sales traded, no income whatsoever. The entire balance sheet is blank, which shows that this is a dummy company, probably to only create these kind of land scams or whatever we may call it. Now, this is an LLP. People need to know that in a limited liability partnership, what is the liability of a partner? In case of fraud, now the Limited Liability Partnership Act of 2008 very clearly states that in case of a fraud where the partners are aware that such a fraud has happened, in that case, the liability of all the partners is unlimited. I'm quoting only from the acts which are there. Now, if we talk about first, the sale deed, they say that this sale deed was done. Now we are ready to cancel it. So the whole transaction is over. It doesn't end there. Rajdeep, today I've got under RTI a very cracking document, which is a station diary entry. Now, this station diary states that Amedia Enterprises LLP sent its people almost a month later after doing this land deal. They sent their people right to the place to take possession, to take charge of the place. So their advocate goes there, their entire security team goes there. They were actually dressed like bouncers. Now, this is what the people employed at Botanical Gardens tell me. Yesterday, I had been to Pune, which is where the people employed at Botanical Garden actually told me that those people were dressed like bouncers. They made call to police. The police also came there, but when they saw that there were no papers, they asked them to move the court. Now, this shows the brazenness with which they tried to not just do the deal. Now, this is getting even more serious that they actually tried to get the possession of the place on 16 June
No, you're saying
2025,
they tried to
which
get
is
the
where
possession, but I spoke, Anjali Damania, I spoke earlier this morning to Ajit Pawar. He said no money has changed hands. How can you call it a scam? No money has changed hands. No one has paid anyone.
No. He may say anything that he wants to, but the papers here clearly indicate. Now, this is a letter which has been written by Botanical Gardens, which comes under the Ministry of Environment. And this is a central government agency. They are not any Tom, Dick, and Harry making any strange statements. What they've said is, furthermore, on 16 June, a group of individuals arrived at the Mundwa Botanical Garden, which stands on the leased land, and demanded that the premises be vacated immediately. So when I got to know this, under RTI, I sought information from the police about who had gone there and what was the business that they had in that Mundwa land. So once I got this morning, I've got this paper and I have access. I've sent it to your team also of India Today. Now, this is in Marathi, which it clearly reads that there is a lady called Advocate Trupti Thakur who tried to call the police and ask them to force the team of Botanical Gardens to open the doors and vacate the land. They go to that an extent. Not just that, Rajdeep, the most
Okay,
important point is
you're
that
making a
the
very, very
collector,
serious, you're making, yes,
yeah,
go
I'm
ahead.
not making any
Yes, the
charges.
collector,
Rajdeep, this
go
is
ahead.
on paper. I've already given it to your team. And this itself, I've done this afternoon. I've already done one more interview with your Mumbai Tak channel. And I have shown these papers to all your people. And this is a big charge. I know that. But the fact is that, and in the press conference today, I have demanded that Parth Pawar's location, tower location of 16 June should be dug. That will reveal a hell lot of details, and that will force Ajit Pawar to resign.
Okay,
Now,
you
when
made
I
your
say
point.
that,
Ma'am, I've heard you.
sure,
Ma'am, I've heard you now. Let
yeah,
Suraj
yeah,
Sawan of the
sure.
NCP Ajit Pawar group respond. Suraj Pawar, our investigation is showing very clearly that Parth Pawar was involved at different levels in this transaction. The company which was to buy the land, he is the 99% owner in an LLP. It is registered at the residence of Ajit Pawar in Shivaji Nagar. How can now Parth Pawar claim he had no idea, A, that it was government land, that therefore he did not know that that he could buy it, or indeed that he is claiming no money is exchanged hands, but his partner is named. So the partner with 1% in the LLP, Mr. Patil, is named, but Ajit Pawar's son is not. This clearly seems to suggest that someone is trying to shield or protect him.
Rajdeep ji, I'm comfort in Hindi. That's why I'm speaking in Hindi.
सूरज
Yeah, I'm comfort in
हाँ हाँ
Hindi.
हिंदी
That's why
में
I'm
हिंदी में
speaking.
जो
Yeah,
भी
yeah.
आपको
Uh,
कंफर्टेबल
uh,
लगे.
अभी देखिए इस पुणे प्रकरण पे गवर्नमेंट की तरफ से जांच चल रही है. उसमें 6 लोगों की कमेटी नियुक्त की गई है और उस कमेटी का अभी अहवाल सरकार को प्राप्त होना बाकी है. तो अहवाल जब तक नहीं आएगा तब तक उस पर कुछ टिप्पणी मैं करूंगा तो ये लगेगा कि हम लोग सरकार के इंटरनली जो भी इंक्वायरीज है चल रही है उसके ऊपर डिस्टर्ब कर रहे हैं, उसके ऊपर छेड़छाड़ कर रहे हैं, ऐसे कुछ लोग
सर
बोल
लेकिन
सकते हैं.
इंक्वायरी जो अब
मैं
तक
मैं मैं
इंक्वायरी
मैं
रिपोर्ट हुई है
मैं
उसमें पार्थ पवार का
मैं
नाम नहीं है, जिसकी
मैं
99% उस कंपनी में उसका नाम नहीं,
आपको
और जो
आपको
1% है
वही
उसका नाम आता है.
मैं डिटेल वही बोल रहा हूं मैं आपको कि अभी देखिए इसके ऊपर जांच चल रही है. आज जो जो लोग मीडिया में न्यूज चला रहे हैं कि मुठे कमेटी का अहवाल कुछ तो आया है, उसके ऊपर चर्चा हो रही है. महाराष्ट्र गवर्नमेंट के महसूल मंत्री चंद्रशेखर बावनकुळे साहब ने सब मीडिया को कहा है कि मुठे कमेटी सरकार के द्वारा स्थापित की गई नहीं है. विकास खरगे सर के नाम पे वहां पर एक कमेटी
जी
स्थापन की है, वो कमेटी जांच कर रहे. मोटे कमेटी का अहवाल कहां से आया, किसने लीक किया या ये कमेटी किसने स्थापन की, अभी तक किसी को पता नहीं. वो मुझे नहीं पता ये कमेटी का अहवाल मीडिया के पास कैसे गया.
सो यू आर वेटिंग फॉर द ऑफिशियल. तो आप कह रहे हैं ऑफिशियल रिपोर्ट जब तक आए तब तक रुकिए. आप कह रहे हैं
हाँ,
जब तक महाराष्ट्र सरकार का ऑफिशियल रिपोर्ट आए तब तक आपको रुकना चाहिए.
yes,
Okay,
this
I
is my
want to
first-
bring in Anish
second-
Gawande.
second
Anish
thing,
Gawande,
second thing.
you are hearing the NCP
Rajdeep ji,
Ajit Pawar
Rajdeep ji.
group saying, हाँ बोलिए बोलिए बोलिए
जो लोग इसके
बोलिए,
ऊपर आरोप
सूरज जी
लगा रहे
बोलिए.
हैं, जो लोग इसके ऊपर आरोप लगा रहे हैं कि स्टैम्प ड्यूटी मिसिंग है, 300 करोड़ का स्कैम है, कोई बोल रहा है 18 मतलब करोड़ का स्कैम, जो आंकड़े सामने आ रहे हैं वो सब मनगढ़ंत कहानियां है. जब तक रिपोर्ट सामने नहीं आएगी ये सब आंकड़े, ये सब ये लोग जो बोल रहे हैं ये सेलेक्टेड टारगेट
Okay.
करके राष्ट्रवादी कांग्रेस पार्टी को बदनाम करने का काम कर रहे हैं. इन लोगों को खाली राष्ट्रवादी दिखते हैं, अजीत पवार दिखते हैं. महाराष्ट्र में ऐसी बहुत सारी घटना घटती है मगर कभी कुछ इसके ऊपर टिप्पणी नहीं होती. जानबूझकर राष्ट्रवादी कांग्रेस पार्टी को टारगेट किया जा रहा है क्योंकि लोकल बॉडी इलेक्शन है. लोकल बॉडी इलेक्शन जब
सर
तक है
आपने आपने
ऐसे
अपनी
लोग
बात
आते
रखी.
रहेंगे.
सर आई हैव हर्ड यू. Suraj Sawan, I have heard you now. Suraj Sawan, I have heard you. You are saying that this is a conspiracy to target Ajit Pawar. Anish Gawande respond,
Yeah.
because very interestingly, you belong to the Sharad Pawar faction. Sharad Pawar faction is also not directly targeting Parth Pawar or Ajit Pawar. It is in fact Shiv Sena, UBT and Congress that are targeting him. Is this now all in the family? That's why you are being very cautious before targeting Parth Pawar. Our story shows very clearly that Parth Pawar has much to answer for.
You know, Rajdeep, let me begin by saying very clearly that Pawar Sahib himself has said that when there is an administrative and political issue, family ties are irrelevant. Transparency is the need of the hour, and a transparent probe needs to be conducted by the government and by the Home Minister, the Chief Minister of the state. But unfortunately, Rajdeep, on your show today, what we're witnessing is a complete circus. You know, First, we hear that 21 crores stamp duty was not paid, so the fine to be paid was 42 crores. Then we hear that it was government land, so it should not have been sold in the first place. Then we hear that this government land was actually not sold at all, and no possession had taken place, and no money had changed hands. Now Anjali Damania ji is saying that people had actually gone there to forcefully take possession. So at the end of the day, this reflects terribly upon a Maharashtra government that was once known for being the heart of industry and business. What confidence does this give to any investor, let alone somebody who comes from a political family, to watch this circus unfold on national media? This is selective justice. And I think here I would agree with Surajji, and I would say that
No, do you all, but does the NCP Sharad Pawar believe, does the NCP Sharad Pawar believe that Parth Pawar should be questioned?
the investigation is solely up to the discretion of the government in power. Rajdeep, the police is not in my hands, the state government is not in my hands, the central government is not in my hands. As an opposition, we believe that a fair and transparent investigation should take place, because unfortunately we've been on the receiving end of unfair and non sort of fair investigations. So I will refuse to participate in any sort of witch hunt, but I believe in transparency. But this government has not for the slightest assured us that there is any transparency in any investigation.
You know, you're saying you all believe in, you know, you say that you believe in transparency, but I want to just take this, the reason I'm raising this issue today, please understand, this is not just Maharashtra. Many believe that this happens across the country. If you are powerful, you can get away. And I want to tell you why. Getting off the hook after joining NCP Ajit Pawar and breaking with Sharad Pawar and then joining the BJP, Ajit Pawar himself. Case status: Mumbai police has filed a closure report in the Maharashtra State Cooperative Bank scam. IT department has given him a clean chit in the Benami property case. Praful Patel, NCP SP, joint NDA in July 2023. What is the case status? The CBI has closed the case in the Air India Indian Airlines merger case in March 2024. Chhagan Bhujbal, NCP SP, joined the NDA in July 2023. Case status one by one. Ajit Pawar first. Let's then go from there to Praful Patel. As I said, Praful Patel also was managed to get away, many believe. Then you've got Chhagan Bhujbal, joint NDA in July 2023. Case status under ED probe, trial still on. Special case, court case moving at snail's pace. Hassan Mushrif, joint NDA in July 2023. Case under ED investigation in a sugar mill case. Probe has slowed down. Pratap Sarnaik has joined Shiv Sena in the NDA. Case status under ED probe. Probe has slowed down. Bhavna Gavli, Shiv Sena. Yamini Jadhav, Shiv Sena. In all their cases, the investigation has slowed down. Former Minister Narayan Rane accused in a 300 crore money laundering racket. The probe has slowed down. This seems to be prima facie what we call washing machine, or what the opposition calls a washing machine. Anjali Damania, do you believe in the circumstances that a free and fair, transparent probe is possible? Should this probe be handed over to the central agencies, or even the central agencies will not be able to resist the pressure?
No, I'm dead sure that these agencies are going to do nothing. First, this that we got was yesterday's this Mute report, which did not name, they named everybody. They named Cheetal Tejwani. They said that Gedara and Denara, which means the buyer and the seller, were both at fault, both have committed crime, but they still maintain, and they do not take the name of Amedia Enterprises LLP. They do not state the name of Parth anywhere and pin the entire blame on Digvijay Patil. This is actually laughable, because this is what every report time and again says. In the irrigation scam, Rajdeep, you remember, we fought tooth and nail for a 72,000 crore scam. And one day before the swearing in ceremony of Ajit Pawar and Devendra Fadnavis, there is an overnight closure of all the cases in which even charge sheets were filed. In Balganga scam as well as Kondane, both the charge sheets were filed. In VIDC, there were charge sheets filed. But still, if these kind of scams are closed, forget that. In the Maharashtra State Cooperative Bank, in
Right.
Jarandeshwar scam. Now, I met Shalini Tai Patil very recently, and that lady who's 96-year-old is on the deathbed. And she had the very sad story saying that she and the farmers together made a Jarandeshwar Sakar Karkhana, the sugar factory, which was taken over by a man who headed the cooperative bank. Then he took it over in the name of a private company through Guru Commodities, and the entire thing was being probed by ED, who actually attacked Jarandeshwar, and suddenly they give back all the properties. All the Benami properties come back to Mr. Ajit Pawar. Now, what does this spell? This clearly shows that come to BJP, all your cases are sorted. You actually read
Right.
out the entire list, which itself explains. Not just this,
Can
there are
I?
several. I have some 200 odd names where it
I have
clearly
an even
shows.
longer list, ma'am. I have an even
Exactly.
longer list, madam. I have an
Exactly.
even longer list. The entire program will go if I put out the whole list. But Suraj Sawan, is this washing machine? All these names, सगळे नाम, all the names. जब
नहीं
जितने भी नाम मैंने लिखे हैं, जैसे ही आप स्विच ओवर हो गए, इन्वेस्टिगेशन स्लो डाउन होता है या इस केस में नाम ही नहीं निकलता है, तो कहां है प्रामाणिकता, कहां है? ना खाऊंगा ना
मैं
खाने दूंगा.
राजदीप जी, मैं एक बात क्लियर करना चाहूंगा कि आपने जो भी नाम लिए राष्ट्रवादी कांग्रेस पार्टी के कनेक्ट जो भी लोग हैं, उनको क्लीन चिट एजेंसी ने नहीं दिया है। उनको क्लीन चिट कोर्ट के माध्यम से भारतीय जनता पार्टी में आने से पहले मिली है। ये एक बात आप याद रखिए। और दूसरी बात, जिस तरह से अभी मुठे कमेटी का यहाँ पर जिक्र हुआ, मैं अंजलि ताई को एक बार बोलना चाहता हूँ कि वो कमेटी महाराष्ट्र गवर्नमेंट द्वारा स्थापित की गई कमेटी नहीं है। वो उस कमेटी के ऊपर जो भी वो दिखा रहे हैं उस डॉक्यूमेंट्स में किधर भी महाराष्ट्र गवर्नमेंट ऑफिसर की सिग्नेचर नहीं है। आज जिस कमेटी की बात कर रहे हैं, जिस कमेटी के आधार पे आप बात कर रहे हैं, वो कमेटी नहीं है। आप, मुझे लगता है उनको किसी ने स्क्रिप्ट हाथ में दे दी और वो स्क्रिप्ट के ऊपर आज
Rajdeep,
राष्ट्रवादी कांग्रेस पर उसके ऊपर आरोप कर रहे हैं। विकास
सर
खड़गे
मुझे
सर के
किसी ने
नाम
ना
पर
मुझे
कमेटी
सर
स्थापन किया
मुझे
था।
कोई स्क्रिप्ट नहीं मिली है. मुझे
आपको नहीं,
कोई
आपको नहीं,
स्क्रिप्ट नहीं मिली
आपको
है.
नहीं।
हर
मैं आपकी आपकी
मराठी
बात
चैनल्स
नहीं
पर
कर
ये
रहा हूँ।
Rajdeep, you
खबर
need to
हमारे
understand
बात
रिपोर्टर
this.
ने
आपकी
जांच
बात
की
नहीं
है.
कर रहा
प्लीज
हूँ।
गिव
Yesterday,
क्रेडिट
I
टू आवर
was at the
रिपोर्टर. ही हैज
RTR office
इन्वेस्टिगेटेड. जस्ट
also.
वन मिनट.
राजदीप जी, आई एम नॉट
अच्छा
टॉकिंग
ठीक है.
अबाउट यू, आई एम नॉट टॉकिंग अबाउट
नो नो
यू, आई एम
अंजलि
टॉकिंग
दमानिया, वन
अबाउट
मिनट.
अंजलि दमनिया।
Yeah.
आई एम टॉकिंग अबाउट अंजलि दमनिया, जो मुठी कमेटी के बारे में बार
Okay,
बार वो
okay.
जिक्र
You
कर
are
रहे हैं,
saying Anjali
उनके
Damania
बारे
is
में मैं
working
बात
to a
कर रहा
script.
हूँ।
Madam, this is the problem,
दिस इज
Suraj
नॉट
Sawan.
a
Someone
product of
tries to
government
expose any
committee.
kind of corruption, you say they are working to a script. ठीक है, एक मिनट. नहीं, कोई स्क्रिप्ट यहाँ. Anish Gawande, I want to ask you in conclusion. Do you believe this is washing machine? Is the NCP Sharad Pawar very clear that there is washing machine politics in Maharashtra, or are you going to be a little soft peddling because it involves Ajit Pawar and his son?
We've continuously said there's washing machine politics in Maharashtra. The same party that called us naturally corrupt party is now in an alliance with another one of our factions. What is embarrassing today is that the BJP has failed to send a representative or say anything on this issue. Because Rajdeep, this is not a washing machine anymore. It's a sword dangling over people's heads. Just yesterday, all Shiv Sena ministers except for Deputy Chief Minister Eknath Shinde ji skipped the cabinet meeting. Why? Because the BJP is busy shopping for candidates who were in the MBA, who ran against the NDA in the last elections. The BJP's ploy here is clear. They want to finish off their alliance partners. As Rohit Dada has said, they're trying to poach NCP Ajit Pawar leaders and Shiv Sena Eknath Shinde leaders. And this is yet another pressure tactic. Why is Murlidhar Mohol's name not mentioned over here? Why is Ranajit Singh Patil, whose nephew is Digvijay Patil, not mentioned here? Why is the Vaishnavi Hagawne case completely silent? Why are there multiple cases, including the Fulton doctor suicide case where BJP ministers are silent? It's because the BJP knows that by putting its allies on the firing line, it avoids any accountability and it allows it to come closer to the idea that they have of fighting this election, the next election on their own.
Okay, I'm going to leave it there. Remember, this is a case which we will keep tracking. I keep repeating, these are cases you will not find on other channels prime time, but we will continue to tell truth to power, whichever party it is. Today it is NCP, Ajit Pawar, who knows who it will be tomorrow. We hope that the Maharashtra government will ensure a fair and transparent inquiry. VVIP privilege cannot be the basis for conducting any kind of inquiry. To all my guests, I appreciate you joining us here on the show tonight. From there, let me turn to another story. This time, it's a story that shows what can be done if the police force is allowed to work with a free hand. In Andhra Pradesh, it's now becoming increasingly clear that the Andhra police has pushed some of the Maoist groups completely on the back foot. In the last few weeks, several major Maoist commanders have either surrendered or have been shot dead. Today, 7 more were shot dead as the crackdown continues on Naxalites. In a moment, I'll be joined by one of the officers handling that operation. But first, take a look at this story.
In 2 days, top Naxal leaders were eliminated meticulously. On 18th November, dreaded Maoist commander Madhvi Hidma, his wife and 4 others were fleeing from Chhattisgarh when they were surrounded by security forces in the Maridimilli forest and killed in an encounter on Tuesday morning. The very next day, 7 more Maoists, including 4 men and 3 women, were killed in Andhra Pradesh. Among them was the dreaded Tek Shankar, also known as Meturu Jogarao, known within the organization for his skills in assembling improvised explosive devices.
कल आप सभी के सामने विवरण रखा गया, इसमें मुख्य माओइस्ट मडवी हिडमा भी था, तो उसके सहयोग से वो इस प्रांत में मूव कर रहे थे। आज टेक शंकर जो कि एसजेडसीएम कार्डर हुआ करता था, बट जब से उदय का लास्ट एक्सचेंज ऑफ फायर में न्यूट्रलाइजेशन हुआ है।
On 19th November, Andhra Pradesh Police also arrested another batch of 50 Maoist cadres from 5 districts in a coordinated intelligence-led operation. Families of killed Naxalites crowd at Andhra Pradesh's Rampachodavaram area hospital to collect dead bodies. Madhvi Hidma's body is also kept here.
इतना छोटा उम्र में चले गया मैडम।
अच्छा, गांव छोड़ दिया?
जी, गांव छोड़ दिया था। हिडमा का पहले से डर नहीं, लेकिन बाकी नक्सली लोग मारेंगे करके डर है।
अच्छा।
जी, मतलब हिडमा और फोर्स वाले लड़ना है, लेकिन हिडमा कोई गांव वालों को उतना दरी धमकी मारा इतना नहीं किया। जी, लेकिन फोर्स के साथ बहुत लड़ा होगा।
अच्छा
जी।
More than 250 kilometers from this hospital, his village in Puvarti in Chhattisgarh's Dakshin Bastar Dantewada region is on the edge.
We've come here in Puvarti, the remotest village in Bijapur, to understand and take a deep dive into Madhvi Hidma's mysterious life. We have reached to this very spot where Hidma was born 5 decades ago, and this entire region, this dense foresty area, lived in fear for over 3 decades. This is the place where his only surviving mother and brother now reside. However, she keeps flip-flopping. Because of loneliness, she keeps flip-flopping from one house to another, tries to live off her remaining life with relatives.
With Sumi Keval Patel in Bijapur, Bureau Report, India Today.
And joining me now is one of the key police officers involved in these anti-Naxal operations, joined by Mahesh Chandra Ladda, Additional DG Intelligence of the Andhra Pradesh Police. Appreciate your joining us, Mr. Ladda. First of all, congratulations to you and your team, because they have conducted very successful anti-Naxal operations now over the last few months. Particularly, we saw yesterday the top Maoist commander, Madhvi Hidma, supposed to be behind 26 terror attacks by the Maoist groups, being killed by your forces. Are we to suggest, sir, that this is now a major turning point in India's and indeed Andhra Pradesh's battle against Naxals? The achievements you've made, are we seeing now a clear attempt to neutralize this movement and thereby eliminate some of the most wanted Maoist Naxalite commanders?
Yeah, it's going to be a major impact because this person was considered as a iconic figure in the South Bastar and particularly that Bijapur Sukma area. And a lot of cadres were behind him and treating him as a icon. They were joining the movement. So probably after his departure, we may expect the reverse flow. We may expect a lot of surrenders and definitely the joining would be stopping now.
So what has changed, Mr. Ladda, if I may ask you? Because what we are seeing even today, we are told you've had another successful operation where 7 Maoist leaders have been killed. So we are seeing almost on a daily basis the targeting of some of the most wanted of these Naxal commanders. What has changed that has made your operation so successful in the last few weeks and months?
I would say it's a continuous process. We have a very robust system of intelligence wing, which we call SIB, Special Intelligence Bureau, which works throughout the year and whether we are Maoists are there in Andhra or not. By and large, we collect intelligence across the country and across the states. And of late, because of a lot of pressure in Chhattisgarh, they started moving out. They were looking for other avenues. And with our good network, we were getting good physical intelligence as well as human aid. And this was leading us to good successes over a period of time.
And if I may ask you, Mr. Ladda, is this entire operation being conducted and driven by the Andhra Pradesh Police, or is there a multi-state coordination, given the fact that many of these Maoist groups have been located in states like Jharkhand, Chhattisgarh, even Maharashtra, Odisha in the past? Is this now a very Andhra-specific operation that y'all are carrying out?
No, it's purely our operations. It's our int-based and our execution only. We have not taken any help from any state as far as this operation is there.
You're saying you've not taken any help from any other state. If I may ask you, what we are being told is that there is therefore this time the use of technology, drones, AI surveillance enhanced your ability to gather real-time intelligence on the movement of Maoist groups. Is that an important element, particularly given the dense terrain there? Because you seem to have got the upper hand clearly in the last few months. Has technology played a very important role in the anti-Naxal operation, Mr. Ladda?
It's helping us a lot, particularly looking into the movement. Drones technology is helping us a lot. And similarly, keeping a track on them, the other technical devices, they are helping us a lot. And we were able to, by and large, zero in on them, where they are or where they can expect it to be by using the AI apps, drones, or other systems of technological advancement. It's a great force multiplier, I would say, and it helped us. In fact, I remember during 2000 to 2006 and 7 in AP, we used the technology to the great extent that we were able to finish them off in hardly 2-3 years, 2004 to 2006. So it's now very advanced stage and we are using it fully. And Chief Minister, Honorable Chief Minister is always tells us to go to the maximum extent, use the technology and see that you get the best result out of it.
But can we say, Mr. Ladda, with any kind of confidence now that this entire area, especially on the Andhra-Chhattisgarh border, can be called Maoist free? We've heard Home Minister Amit Shah saying that his goal is that Naxalism will be eliminated from the country by March of 2026. Is there a target in a way that you have set? And do you believe that it is a real possibility now, given the spread that these groups have had over the years across these dense forest regions, that you can actually eliminate them completely?
By yesterday's encounter and today's arrest, probably we can say we can achieve the targets set by Honorable Union Home Minister. We should be comfortably achieving if the same tempo continues. And I know because internally they are under a lot of severe stress and pressure A lot of cadre wants to surrender, but because few of these leaders were holding them, so probably now the exodus should start reverse way.
You know, I'll come to the surrender in a moment, but are there any major Maoist commanders, if I may ask, who you are still tracking? Because we are told that some of them are still out there and trying to regroup.
That's information we generally don't like to share, but yes, we always keep tracking the important people. And sometimes, if we are not able to operate, we generally alert our counterpart either in Chhattisgarh, Telangana, Odisha, and Jharkhand. So, on mutually sharing basis, we keep doing this job.
But if I may ask, Mr. Ladda, you know, you've also got a lot of Maoists to surrender. Presumably, a lot of interrogations have been carried out. What have you gained from these interrogations of those who've surrendered in terms of funding sources, supply chains, the kind of recruitment that's going on in certain tribal areas, whether in Chhattisgarh in particular or indeed in Andhra Pradesh? Can we say with conviction that Maoists are on the run, or are they still organized and getting funding?
No, really not. Now they are definitely on run, and particularly Andhra, I would say, new joinings have completely been stopped. Whatever cadre are coming. Actually, they are the old cadre which have migrated from here. They were taking shelter in Chhattisgarh and other places. Now they are trying to come back to Andhra, so we are tracking them continuously. Local movement or local joining of cadre is completely stopped from Andhra. And I would say in Chhattisgarh and all, and they are under severe pressure now. Either they should surrender or they should go out from there. And as far as finances are there, when we were talking to a few of them, they says people are not ready to help us out now. And definitely they are facing a lot of difficulties. Even the basic logistics also, they are not getting properly. Sometimes like they are not able to get proper two times the meal or to spare a meal also. So it is really tough time for them, and probably we should be achieving our targets as soon as possible.
Can I for a moment, sir, go back to the surrender policy? Is it true that there have been back channel talks that have been conducted to get many of these Maoist commanders to surrender? Some of them have already surrendered. We were told even attempts were made to get Hidma to surrender. Is this what you all want, to get them to surrender and even offer them some incentives or rehabilitate them? Is that also part of your policy? Or do you want to focus on eliminating the Maoists rather than getting them to surrender first?
No, elimination is the last process. We don't want. In fact, we are always telling them, please come down, surrender. Government is welcoming them if they would like to come to the mainstream. The reward which is being announced on them, that is being given to them or their families. Then the whatever training they want, skill-based training, we provide them. We ensure that they get some job, reasonable, sufficient job, and their family are stable. So we take care from one end to another end if they surrender, and we ensure that whatever difficulties they face, they come out of it.
But if I may look ahead, Mr. Ladda, for a moment, do you anticipate the Maoists that you say are on the run regrouping? Are they linking up with other insurgent groups? Is there any sign, therefore, that there could be a revival?
I would say it is significantly diminished. Regrouping or realigning with other insurgent group is almost ruled out because they themselves are on run. They are not a place where they are secure themselves. And this coming to Andhra also, that was a part of regrouping only, where they wanted to create this Andhra-Odisha border as another base again. Once upon a time, this used to be their bastion, but now after long fight and all, we could driven them away from here. So they wanted to come and start it again. And as I said, we were keeping our intelligence open and continuously monitoring them. So we could track down and we could finish them off.
You know, you sound very confident, Mr. Ladda, and you deserve to sound so given the successes you've had. But obviously, you're not complacent. You've got a very long fight to go to meet that March 31st deadline. But I'm sure you want to give a lot of credit not to the entire teams that are involved, the Octopus team, the Greyhounds, all of them have come together, haven't they? This has been a major coordinated effort of the agencies in the area. Would I be right in saying that this has been a true team effort?
Yeah, absolutely. It's a team effort and it's a very long and sustained effort. It is not a one officer, me, or it's almost, I would say, last 3 decades. These systems are built up, irrespective of whether I come or X or Y, Z comes. But these systems continues and they keep giving the results. So my team, I'm proud of my team. They are very, very brave boys. Okay. Similarly, the Octopus, Greyhound, and SIB intelligence team. I salute to everyone and I recognize their courage, and when sometimes when we'll say how it has happened, probably we'll be able to tell you. Thank you.
Well, Mr. Mahesh Ladda, you and your team deserve a lot of credit for what you've been able to do in some way controlling and possibly even diminishing the Maoist movement in those regions that has led to so many attacks against the state forces in recent times. Thank you so much there for joining me from Vijayawada, the ADG Intelligence, one of the key officers involved in anti-Naxal operations. Thank you. Let's turn to our Get Real India story, which today comes from the India-Bangladesh border. Now, the special intensive review exercise being carried out by the Election Commission in West Bengal has triggered a political controversy, but it's also hitting people on the ground. There are parts of Bengal, particularly the border areas, where Bangladeshi nationals, like in Hakimpur, have been found that they are trying desperately to cross back into Bangladesh. India Today has in fact tracked some of those Bangladesh nationals who admitted that in the recent past they have voted in Indian elections and now are fleeing back to Bangladesh with Aadhaar cards in hand. Tapas Sengupta has tonight's Get Real India ground report.
The special intensive revision of electoral rolls has sparked fear among suspected Bangladeshi nationals. Every day, 200 to 300 people are reaching the Hakimpur checkpost on the border looking to cross over to Bangladesh. Many of them admitted to India Today how they entered the country illegally several years ago, stayed here and even procured Aadhaar and election ID cards. Mithu Mola claims that he came to India with his mother, sister, brother-in-law and their 2 children. They entered India through the riverine border in Dhamakhali with the help of agents who charged them rupees 6,000 per person.
কিভাবে ছিলেন ভিসা নিয়ে এসেছিলেন
না এমনি ধামাখালি দিয়ে পার হয়েছিলাম
They say that they had crossed over the border from Dhamakhali, another place in North 24 Parganas, and they did not have visa. They illegally entered the Indian territory.
ভোট আপনার ওই 3 বার দিয়েছিলাম
He has casted his mandate in India thrice, as he said.
Mithu Mola's mother, Anyora Bibi, claimed that her son got documents after filling up forms at a government camp.
এখন তো আমাদের থাকতে দিচ্ছে না এখানে তাই
কে থাকতে দিচ্ছেন না
ওই দিচ্ছে না মানে সরকারে বলতে এখন ওই সব যারা মানে ভোট নেয় ওরা বলতে এখন আর এখানে থাকা হবে না যাদের ভোটার কার্ড নেই
हर शाम आँखों पर तेरा चल लहराए.
Mehdi Hassan Ahmed, who's visually impaired, claims he came to India 20 years ago with his parents for the treatment of his eyes, but never returned.
मैं सांस लेता हूँ, तेरी खुशबू आती है.
He, along with his parents, had settled in Hugli's Dankuni.
20 साल पहले बांग्लादेश से यहाँ आया था. मेरे मम्मी और पापा मुझे लाए थे यहाँ आंखों का डॉक्टर दिखाने. जबकि हम इनलीगल वजह से आए थे तो जा नहीं पाए. उसके बाद यहाँ रह गए थे. अब गवर्नमेंट ने जाने का मौका दिया. Thanks to Indian government.
The ruling Trinamool Congress blamed the central government for illegal immigration.
कुछ आदमी ऐसा हो सकता है कि बांग्लादेश से इधर आया है, जहाँ से आ रहा है वहीं उसको रोकना चाहिए. तो दिल्ली का जो दुर्बलता है वो हमारे ऊपर छिपाने का कोई काम नहीं.
अरे सही बात है, घुसपैठिया है, मुस्लिम घुसपैठिया है, भाग रहा है. उसको भागना देना चाहिए, जेल में मत रखिए। ममता बनर्जी किस तरीके से घुसाया है उस रोड से ये लोग को वापस चला जाना चाहिए।
Sources have confirmed to India Today that approximately 200 Bangladeshi nationals are being handed over daily after rigorous verification process and recording of biometrics.
This is one such camp that we have come in near the Hakimpur BOP. Children in large number, females in large number, they have come out here just waiting to cross over to the other side of the border in order to reach back their motherland. But the larger question remains that how could they enter India? How could they give a miss to the BSF? And how could they stay here without being detected and even working in construction sites of government? With video journalist Tapush Bairi, this is Tapush and Gupta for India Today in North 24 Parganas, Hakimpur.
Okay, from that story, let me turn to our good news today story. Now, 5 years ago, when COVID hit, a Haryana professor decided to leave her profession and take to the fields. It's a decision that changed her life because this biotechnology PhD transformed herself from an academic into Haryana's celebrated mushroom lady. Take a look at her inspiring story. Good news today.
Five years ago, in Sonipat's Barvasni village, Professors Sonia and Vijay decided to step off the classroom podium and into the fields. Before 2020, the couple had bought 1 acre of land, hoping to build a school for underprivileged children. But when COVID-19 hit, they changed plans and entered the field of agriculture. With no background in farming, they built an air-conditioned mushroom chamber, investing nearly 40 lakh to begin cultivation. But before their first harvest, rising costs, infections, and lack of good fertilizers tested their resolve.
कुछ दिक्कतें तो हैं, लेकिन बहुत सारी चीजें धीरे धीरे सुलझ गई। जब हम इस काम में घुसे थे तब इतने आइडिया नहीं था कि परेशानियां जो भी आएंगी। गर्मियों में इसमें दिक्कत रहती है, बीमारियों की दिक्कत रहती है। एसी प्लांट में बिल बहुत ज्यादा आता है, बिजली की बिल इसमें सब्सिडाइज नहीं है। कमर्शियल लेवल पर जो हमें पूरा का पूरा बिल देना पड़ता है। ऊपर से बीमारियां जो, क्योंकि खुद एक फंगस है तो ग्रीन मोल्ड है, बैक्टीरिया है, वायरसेस जो है, फंजाई दूसरी बहुत अफेक्ट करती हैं बैग को और प्रोडक्शन को। और मुझे ये काम बहुत अच्छा लगा। धीरे धीरे जो करते करते 2 से 4 रूम कंपोस्ट यूनिट और पूरा 1 एकड़ में मैंने अपना ये प्लान स्टार्ट कर लिया।
Today, Sonia's mushroom farm has a turnover of around 1.2 crore rupees annually, with profits touching 25 to 30 lakh rupees a year. Her experience as a professor of biotechnology has paid off in her mushroom venture.
ओवरऑल देखें तो हमारा 15 से 20% का देखो मार्जिन रहता है किसी बिजनेस में। जो भी टर्नओवर है तो 15-20% का जो है साल का मार्जिन रहता है। 1 किलो मशरूम जो हमारी होती है तो 95 रुपए से लेके 100, क्योंकि बिजली का बिल ज्यादा है तो 90 से 100 के बीच में हमारी ऑन एंड एवरेज मशरूम का रेट रहता है। अगर एवरेज आपको 110 मिलता है, 120 मिलता है, 150 मिलता है साल का, तो वो आपकी कमाई है।
Sonia is now known as a mushroom lady and has been awarded several honors. Earlier this year, Haryana Chief Minister Nayab Singh Saini honoured her at the 11th Mega Vegetable Expo in Karnal. From biotech labs to mushroom chambers, Sonia Dayya took a leap of innovation through science and soil. With Pawan Rathi, Bureau Report, India Today.
Nice story to end the show with. If you have an inspiring story, do share it with us and we'll try and telecast it. For now, from the entire team here at the News Today and India Today, thanks so much for joining us. Stay well, stay safe. Good night, Shubh Ratri, Jai Hind, Namaskar.